Hi, please kindly subscribe to this channel, One Forum News for the best. Over here, we discuss topical issues in politics, crime, and everything that concerns human beings in Africa and beyond. Today, let us go to Ghana to look at a comment made by an honorable member of parliament. Honorable Kennedy Agyapong, an MP in Ghana and an aspirant for the MPP flag bearership, is making the headline this morning. He made a comment on a radio station that his wife is corrupt and will not be fit to be the First Lady of Ghana if she continues this way. And this is causing a lot of political rupture in the country. According to him, he made a narration that he was at the airport, one of the airports in Ghana, with a wife, and a lady approached them. And this lady also tried to report some incident that she witnessed in the hospital to him, Honorable Kennedy Agyapong. According to the lady, she went to a hospital and she witnessed something that needed to be reported. So she told the honorable member that a lady, a nurse at the hospital, took 250 from a patient and at the end issued only 50 Ghana cedis receipt to the patient. And as the lady was making the narration, his wife, that's the wife to the honorable member, intervened that please don't mention the name of the hospital, otherwise my husband is likely to report or make that known to the public. And he got furious. He, the honorable member, got furious that why should the wife have to do that? And because of that single incident, he tagged his wife as corrupt or potentially a corrupt person. And that is not going to help him. So he continued by making the analysis that when the wife was in US, where she lived most part of her life, she wasn't behaving this way. But when she got to Ghana and things are the way they are, she was trying to cover up for the nurse that was involved as well as the hospital. So according to him, he may not even be able to mention the name of the hospital because of the intervention made by the wife. Now, to some extent, Honorable Kennedy Agyapong is right in what he's saying or what he said on the radio station, that the wife intervened and that made her a corrupt person. That may be true to some extent, but looking at it from the angle, some angle also about the wife. You are an honorable member and aspiring to become MPP flag bearer. And you need to be a bit cautious in whatever you put in public domain. So could it be that the wife is trying to protect his image and integrity based on how he talks in public rather than being a corrupt person? That is what some of us are saying, that maybe the woman is trying to intervene in a way that the husband can be more fit to be the president or flag bearer for the MPP than to be someone that will only pass comment on issues involving citizens and things about Ghana. Because it needs to be presidential, henceforth, because once you are contesting as a flag bearer, anything can happen, you become the president and she will become the first lady. So some are also arguing that the step that the woman took was the right steps so that the husband would not by mistake or deliberately make any comment and mention the name of the hospital that would jeopardize the hospital. Meanwhile, there are other ways of redress when it comes to issues like that. So to some extent, the woman is right, and the man himself, that is Honorable Kennedy Agyapong, is also right. Because as they say, charity begins at home. He's trying to fight the corruption from his house before coming to the public. And that is right. But what is also important is, as a partner, she needs to protect the husband also to be a bit presidential and put him in check. Because he's one man that does not hold brief for anyone. Once you are wrong, you are wrong. You come to the public domain and say it. If you are right, you come and say it, irrespective of who you are. So, to some extent, they are both right. But by and large, the woman made the intervention to protect the image of the yet to be elected flag bearer of the MPP. Now, one other thing that he also said during the interview was he was so furious about how some elements of his political party, MPP, are working so hard to collapse his companies and businesses. And he threatened to also bring out secrets to collapse the party. Well, this is a bit serious, but the question some of us would like to ask is it that once your people are trying to cause problem for your companies and businesses, before you come out with secrets, if there are secrets, you should come out with the secrets long ago. not because they are trying to bring you down before you also try to collapse the party. It's just like someone trying to, okay, if you want to attack me in the building, then I'll make the building fall on all of us. To what extent are we going to believe that? But it's possible because when it comes to politics, a lot of things happen, especially when it comes to elections, voting here and there, a lot of things happen. It's not only about going to vote on a voting day, but a lot of things happen, most of which are secrets, that most politicians that belongs to a given political party, and some of them more or less are like a cult to some meetings you attend as a politician. When you get to some level in politics, some meetings that you attend, you have to swear oath in order not to disclose things. So a lot goes on when it comes to politics, especially politics of Africa. So if he's saying that he has some secrets that can collapse the party, partly may be true, partly may be false, but for the role that he played for his party, it's likely that he has some secret. But the question is it the right time for him to bring those secrets out just because his businesses are being collapsed, because they are trying to sabotage him not to perform very well in the flag bearership? That shouldn't be the case. If really he loves Ghana and want Ghana to move forward, if there is something that the party did in the past that is not all that democratic or that may tarnish the image of the outcome of any election or any vote, he needs to come out, not wait until something comes up before he issue the threat. Well, to some extent, that his threat may work for him, and those that were released to fight his businesses may be called back. But by and large, it's not in the best interest of the country. He also attacked the sitting vice president for being only an economist theorist and making the economy difficult as the head of the economic management team. This is something that a lot of people say, both the NDC in opposition as well as some people in government. And a lot of them are arguing that the vice president is not doing the best for the country. But some of us would like to look at it from this angle that, okay, the vice president is also contesting as a flag bearer. So, in a way, now before Mr. Kennedy Agyapong decides to punch holes into the roles that he is playing now as the current vice president in order to enhance his chances of becoming the flag bearer of the NPP. But in any case, when it comes to politics, anything happen. Even your best friend can be attacked when the time comes because of one issue or the other. That is why all the time, when you are dealing with political friends, you have to be a bit careful and work in your interest, not only in the interest of the others. Because whatever you say today will be used against you one way or the other. But by and large, Kennedy Agyapong have been working so hard for the masses. He pays people school fees and do a lot for the country. He's a businessman, has businesses that employ a lot of citizens in the country, and is going to make a great political impact when given the opportunity to rule the country as a president, but first as a flag bearer before fighting and winning as the president against the NDC and the other smaller parties. But by and large, Kennedy Agyapong have been making a great impact in the country, and we only wish him the best. But for more, please kindly subscribe to this channel, One Forum News, for more analysis on these issues and crime and other things. Thank you so much.